What you say?
Hey gamers, it's Artea. Today I'm going to be talking about a really fun way to earn gold on ESO. If I'm going to be doing any kind of grindy gold earning endeavor, then my go-to grind of choice is the daily quest grind. I usually do daily quests by myself, but it's also possible to get together with a group of friends to share quests and do them all together, which ends up being much more efficient. While I'd recommend grouping up with others to share quests and breeze through world boss fights if you can, don't be discouraged if you have a hard time finding people to join you. Once you get comfortable with the mechanics of each world boss, you'll have no problem defeating them solo. I'd like to make a video in the future that briefly demonstrates how to solo every world boss associated with a world boss daily quest, so keep an eye out for that. Daily quests are repeatable quests that you can receive from specific NPCs across a multitude of zones, although this video is going to primarily focus on the daily quests that you get in DLC zones. Each DLC zone has a quest giver that can give you a daily world boss quest, and another that can give you a daily delve quest. In some cases, there are also quest givers that can give you a world event daily. World boss quests require you to collect or interact with a handful of quest objects and then ultimately defeat a world boss. Delve quests require you to simply collect or interact with quest objects in a delve. And world dailies require you to defeat world events such as geysers in Somerset, Harrow Storms in Western Skyrim, Blackreach and the Reach, or dragons in Southern and Northern elsewhere. You are given one specific quest from these quest givers per day, although you may receive a quest share from another player for a different daily quest. For example, let's say I completed the Dastardly Duo quest from Northern Elsewhere. Once I hand it in to a quest giver, I can now receive any of the other 5 daily world boss quests from the zone from another player. This player will have to be in my group in order for them to share the quest with me. It is only possible to have one daily world boss or delve quest active in your journal at a time, so be sure to abandon any old quest in order to receive a new one from a group member. You can always pick up your original daily quest afterwards. It's actually pretty common practice to share world boss dailies in zone chat since it's a mutually beneficial endeavor. If you'd like to find some players to join your group and help you defeat and complete a world boss daily, advertise it in zone chat and invite anyone that responds to your group invite. A typical world boss advert looks like this. You can share your daily quest by opening up your journal, right-clicking on the daily, and selecting Share with Group. Do be mindful of the fact that world boss quests can sometimes bug out if done with multiple people. If you do not interact with all of the quest items before you defeat the boss, sometimes you will not receive credit upon killing the boss. Or sometimes quest items disappear if someone else in the group aggroes the boss before you get a chance to interact with all the items. This bug has been around since the Elsewhere patch, and it's taken turns affecting different world bosses. I'm positive it has something to do with the fact that if a group member interacts with a quest item, it can sometimes count for all of the members in the group. While this is really handy, daily quests that allow for this to happen have a chance to bug out, whereas quests that make it so that only you can complete the object interaction portion of it do not. ZOS has also fixed this bug before by making it so that only you can complete the gathering part of the quest. If you ever experience this bug, simply drop the quest and ask a group member to reshare it with you, and be sure to collect all of the quest objects before you engage with the boss. Now that you know what daily quests are, let's talk about how they can make you some serious coin. Daily quests are a great source of income by providing you with 3 main commodities: gear, style materials, and a chance at a motif that's specific to the zone. Once you defeat a world or delve boss, you're guaranteed a piece of gear from the zone. If that gear is commonly used in PvP or PvE builds, and if it has a preferred trait, then it can be sold for a lot of gold. I always upgrade my valuable gear to purple quality before I list it on the guild store, unless I get a best in slot item like a sharpened crafty elfic inferno staff per se, in which case I'll upgrade it to gold quality and add double or triple the upgrade cost to the price tag. Even if you get a crappy piece of gear, you can deconstruct it for a chance to get a valuable style material. Style materials are materials that are needed to craft gear or furniture that is specific to a certain style. Not only do you have a chance to get style materials from deconning gear, but daily quest coffers also reward you with them. If a style mat is needed to make furniture, then it'll be worth a lot. I'll toss up on the screen a handful of valuable style materials and the respective dailies that reward them. On PCNA, they usually waver around 4 to 6k each on average, unless there has recently been an event in that zone that saturates the market, in which case they drop to around 2k each. The reward coffers also have a chance to drop motifs that are specific to the zone. The price of these motifs depends on how nice the motifs look, how long it's been since an event occurred in the zone in question, and whether or not the motif style is currently in the crown store. Motifs that are not in the crown store look stylish and drop from a zone that has not experienced any kind of event that saturate the market are ideal and would sell for the most gold. In recent years, ZOS has moved towards integrating zone-specific furnishing plans into the reward loot that you receive from completing dailies. It started in Elsewhere, where you could receive some Elsewhere furnishing plans upon defeating dragons, either as part of your world event daily or otherwise. Then, with Greymoor, ZOS introduced the chance to receive a Solitude furnishing plan in the reward coffers that you receive upon handing in Western Skyrim dailies. The same notion was seen again in Markarth, where players could potentially receive a Markarth furnishing plan upon handing in dailies in the Reach. When these furnishing plans are first added to the daily rewards, they sell for a lot. Here are some rough ranges of the values of these plans on PCNA during the first few days of their release. Because of market saturation and rampant undercutting, these motifs usually experience a dramatic decline in price within the first 2 weeks of their release. On my platform, Solitude furnishing plans that I was selling for 300k on the first day cannot be sold for much more than 5k now, even though there are not many players that do dailies in Western Skyrim. In events such as these, there is hope that the market can someday recover and these furnishing plans will be valuable once again. But even if this is never going to be the case, it's a nice added bonus to completing dailies nonetheless. Any amount of gold is better than no gold, so I'll take it. All this to say that it's worthwhile to be doing dailies in zones that reward you with furnishing plans. Let's hope that Blackwood will follow this recent pattern and give us some juicy Argonian and Imperial furnishings. So what do you think? Defeat a world boss for a daily and get a chance to get valuable gear, expensive style materials, best in slot motifs, fashions endgame, and in some cases even furnishing plans? I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty solid deal to me. As someone that enjoys challenging myself by soloing world bosses as well as playing with friends, this method of acquiring gold in ESO has always been very fun and appealing to me. All of that practice killing world bosses by myself has also definitely helped me improve as a player, which has helped me earn gold in other facets of the game. All in all, I would highly recommend knocking out some dailies if you have the time to spare. Oh, and before I forget, if you'd like to read up on all kinds of different ways to make gold on ESO, I run a website called Tamriel Trade Secrets where I create a whole bunch of gold guides, and I highlight trading secrets like the trashy scumbag that I am. Am I right? Bro, imagine trying to help people make gold on ESO. Toxic. Anyways, that's all for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!